Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany Moore and I am the author of Writings from the Restless, as well as the hopefully soon to be traditionally published author of a book that still has no title. I think I've got it down pat. So, moving right along, today we're going to be talking about the Hustle Smarter, Not Harder webinar series, which was created, designed, all that fun stuff by Kristen Martin. Now, if you're on the booktube, authortube community, chances are you know Kristen Martin because she is just out there. Like, she's got it all down pat, it seems like. She's an authorpreneur, as she calls herself. She has already written a trilogy, the Alpha Drive trilogy. She has a self-help book called Be Your Own #Goals, and she's currently working on the Shadow Crown series, and she already has the first book out. She's done that in 2 years, guys. She self-published, all of that, created an LLC. She is the woman. Like, she is the most girl boss I could even tell you I know. So, obviously, me being the person I am, I wanted to get inside this girl's mind. Found out she had a webinar series and she did a flash sale. And I got the webinar series for $150 at the time. I was like, you know what? You have to invest in yourself, girl. Sold you to do it. So I did. Like, that's exactly how it happened too. So, yeah. My favorite part was I was able to print it out and put it in a binder, which I still have the binder, and it had exercise items. It encouraged you to think about things, action items, so you have to actually do it, which is something she also has in Be Your Own #Goals. It's kind of a common theme that she goes with, and I absolutely adore it. I was glad because I was able to highlight, write, take notes, thoughts, jot them down, and get things done. So, with all that said, I really admire the webinar series. It made me think about things in a different light, made me realize what my truths are, become more in line with how I can make what I'm passionate about into something possibly profitable. She even gives you the steps for how to get something successfully pushed out there if you're an entrepreneur. For me, it was kind of difficult because I'm not in the process of something I could push along, so I wasn't able to implement the timeline that she suggests, but I could definitely see why it would be useful. It's all about just finding your passion in life, being centered on that, and then meshing that with the rest of your life. It's about realizing you have to make time. You don't find it. It's a heavy focus on your thought process and your self-limiting thoughts and what you might be doing wrong, goal setting, prioritizing, being realistic, and being conscious of what you're doing. So she puts all of these things out there for you, so you have to mentally think about what you're doing and how you could do it differently. Because you're not ever going to find time, you're going to make time. How to think about that and the words and all that fun stuff. So along the way, there's also checklists to help you with your process. And so you take something that's just an idea and this little seed, and you grow it to this acorn, and you throw it into the world, and bam, there's a tree. That's the best metaphor I think I've ever come up with, guys. Ah, flawless. On the spot. As if that's original. And I'm shaking this table. Anyways, I haven't looked up reviews on what other people think about the webinar series. I found it useful as something I would buy again to support her, and because I wanted to see what her thought process was. She made me realize things that I hadn't realized. She made me focus on priorities and to kind of organize my time and to think about it in a different way. Because instead of spending 2 hours watching Netflix, I could be spending those 2 hours writing. Where's the excuse? What is my excuse? Do you want to be a writer? Because if you want to be a writer, get off Netflix and go write your daggum book. Because you're not going to be a writer if you don't write. Simple. Anyways, that's my opinion of the Hustle Smarter, Not Harder webinar series. If you've gone through the webinar series, please let me know what your thoughts are, what you found effective, what you did not find effective, if you even know who Kristen Martin is. And that's all I got for today, guys, and I will see you later.